What's going on, y'all? It's B from breviews.tech, and today I'm going to bring you a tutorial on how to build a landing page on your website. Now, if you're a marketer, an affiliate marketer, an e-marketer, whatever it may be, if you are selling stuff online, then you need an email list. That's just the long and short of it. And when it comes to building that email list, you need a way to get those emails. And that's what a landing page for your website is. So, my homepage does have an item on here. We'll give you a free ebook if you sign up for our newsletter. It's just something that's there to try and help build that email list as well. What we're going to do today is we are going to build a dedicated page that you can send folks to. So if you're making a YouTube video like this one, you can put it at the bottom as your link, and when folks click on it, it will entice them to jump onto your email list, either because you're giving something away or because they like the content that you're putting out. So to do that, I'm going to take you to the back end of my website. Now, I am a WordPress user, big time. I love WordPress. All the different plugins and things you can do with it just makes life a ton easier. For this particular landing page, we are going to use the Elementor plugin. Now, I'm an Elementor Pro user, and to be perfectly honest with you, when it comes to using like a free website builder of some kind, more than likely, you're going to end up paying for their pro version or whatever they're calling it. So I kind of recommend just putting that money aside. Elementor Pro is like $60 a year. Put that 60 aside, buy it out the gate, use it, enjoy it, have it. They do actually give you an option that you can pay for, and it's like $200 a year for unlimited websites. It depends on how many sites you have. And I think that initial $60 actually gets you up to 3 websites, which is really nice. So that's a plus as well. So what we're going to do, I've named my page. I'm just going to call this YouTube landing page. We're going to go in and click this Edit with Elementor button, and it's going to load the website editor. Now, when it comes to your landing page, there's a few things that you are going to want to put on it. First and foremost is kind of the why. Why does someone need this? What is the point? And why should they trust you with it? That's a big thing to keep in mind. 2, the how. So that's going to be our call to action button. We're going to talk about that in just a few moments and how to set one of those up. And the third thing is going to be kind of the when. When should they do this? And so you want to create that urgency. You want to create that desire for them to give you their information and click it. So we're going to talk about different ways to do that. So when it comes to getting up and running with Elementor, you have all kinds of widgets and options here on the side. And I can drag and drop, and we can build this by hand this way. If you want to do this quicker, kind of cheat a little if you will, click this little icon here in the middle. It looks like a folder. And in here, it's actually going to load up some templates. Now, in these different templates, you'll see that they say things like homepage, agency page, product, app page, dance studio, pricing page. You can actually go in here and type in landing page, and it's going to pull up different landing page modules. Now, again, when I talked about going Elementor Pro, this is one of the big reasons. You see the free templates here in the upper right corner of the template. There isn't anything listed. Those are the free ones, and they're awesome. There's some great free templates out here to use. The pro templates, though, to me, look a whole lot better, and there's just a ton of those on here. So what you want to do is just scroll through, find something that you think fits your aesthetic and fits your website and kind of what it is you're aiming for. For me, my website tends to be a bit darker in color schemes, so I'm looking for something that's a little bit darker. I've actually seen one that I liked already, and you can go down, and the nice thing is because this has kind of set this up just for landing pages, that's all I'm seeing. You also have an option here for My Templates, so any templates that you have saved through Elementor. So when you see them, if you click on the heart, that will save it here in the My Templates for you. And then, of course, this also has just blocks, and blocks are just different items that you can use. So you can kind of go in here and see all the different items that are available to use as a block. So you've got call to action sections, all that other fun stuff that you can import. One other option that you could use, it's just another program that I am using, and again, I run a couple of different websites for a couple of different businesses. So I also have a subscription to Envato Elements, and I like Envato because it allows me, it's like 20 bucks a month, but you get access to sounds like music files, audio files, like different things that you can, sound effects, videos, stock videos in there, stock photos, stock templates, email templates for things like GetResponse, Aweber, all those other programs that are out there. So again, if you have that, you can go in here, and even in here, you do have free kits and free blocks of things that you can use through Elementor, which is kind of nice. Again, because I have my premium option, and you can go in here and do the same thing, landing pages, and kind of see exactly what, landing page I should say, see exactly what options are available. Now under the free kits, there's nothing coming up. I'm going to try this under premium to see what premium templates will give me. So again, the reason to go from free to premium, you get more options. So again, we've got different landing page templates in here, so I can import one of these and use one of these from Envato, which is kind of cool. So I definitely have options in here to play around with. I'm going to go back to the Elementor templates because there was one in here that I saw that I liked. And let's see here. Let's click my favorites. This is the one I want. So I'm going to click insert. And what Elementor is going to do is it's actually going to grab that page and build that page for me. So now all we have to do is once this gets up and running, we go back in here and we just update all these little sections. So like here, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to change this out for my logo. And let's see here. So we'll put that in here. And we're going to say get in the know. Do you hate missing out on free ebooks or spending extra money on software you thought was great? Well, stop that. Sign up for my email list and get all my reviews so that you know what software is like before you buy it. Now, in this template as well, you've got kind of this background picture, and I'm good with this background picture because we're trying to get people to sign up for our email list, and most people are doing that on their phone nowadays. You have a watch video option, so if we click in this, it's actually going to pull up here on the side. There's an icon. We can put a link in. So if we wanted to build a, get to know you type of video, or just shoot one to throw onto YouTube and say an unlisted listing, we could put that link in here, and so when people click on it, they get to see that video. They will actually watch that video. So it gives you an option to do that. We have different sections in here, like this trusted app section. I don't really like it. I'm going to get rid of it. Testimonials, we're not aiming for that here, so I'm going to right click within the section and I'm going to delete it. But I want to look at it first. There's only one testimonial in here. So what we can do is actually change that out. So first and foremost, I'm going to change this image, and we're going to put my ugly mug back on here. All right, and we're going to change this to, let's go to medium. There we go. Now we can go in here and change this. And lead reviewer, vidoes.tech. And we're going to change this as well to, for me, I like something that's a little more clever, a little more funny. We're going to call it, who's this guy? And the photo as well, the other thing that I want to do with this photo is go into advanced, and I'm going to uncheck this, and I'm going to move some of the left padding so it comes over just a bit because I didn't like where it was sitting. Okay, so that's in there. I'm going to delete this because that just looks weird. So now what I can do is put a little blurb about myself in here, and I will grab that from one of my other pages and drop it in, kind of the same about me that I have in other sections. Pricing, we don't really need pricing, but we're going to put get on the list so you don't miss out. Now, I am going to delete all of these sections. In fact, I'm going to delete this entire section. What I am going to put in, though, I'm going to go back to Elementor. I'm going to type in get response. Now, for get response, I have already built some web forms. So that will be another video. We'll talk a little bit about that and how to do that. And so once we go in here and we drop the plugin for Elementor in from get response, we can actually go in and find our different web forms, and they are dated, which does make them kind of difficult, but you can click on them. And what will end up happening is that form will come up. So I'm going to click apply to add this setting in. And as we scroll down, so here's this. Get on the list so you don't miss out. And get your free ebook. So now I have a call to action here. Name and email address. Now this is directly connected to my get response email list. So whenever someone fills this out, it drops them right onto my email list. And what I do from there is I have some kind of warm touch emails that get started, you know, a welcome, here's your free ebook. Oddly enough, actually, one of those gives you 2 free ebooks just to kind of be nice to folks. We are also going to talk as well about editing this page, and that's one of the biggest things to remember. As you are doing this, this will never look the same. It's not going to look like this all the time. You're going to go back in and you're going to change these pages. You're going to figure them out and see exactly what it is that you want to do and what is and is not working. But really, this page is almost done. We're pretty much there. So we're going to scroll down just a little bit. This whole section, I'm going to delete this entire section. One thing I am going to do is I am going to put in an affiliate marketer piece of info. So let me pause this and I will be right back. All right, we're back. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go into Elementor. I'm going to grab a text editor and I'm just going to drop this right here in this blank section. It's going to put it right below everything else. This is going to be my affiliate disclosure. We're going to enter. And we are going to bold and underline this. So that's my disclosure. I put this on all my YouTube videos. It's on my pages. It's in my About Me section. It's kind of all over the place. That way folks know what they're getting into. And no one can ever say, hey, I didn't know you were an affiliate. It's everywhere. You know I'm an affiliate. So this is our page. Our page is done. So the last thing that we need to do is go in here. Well, we also need to shoot this video if we want to do that. The other thing we can do is just get rid of this. And for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I don't want them going too far, anybody landing on this page. And we'll kind of go from here. The one thing I'm going to do before I change this, we're going to look right here. We have a small error. So we're e-books. We're spending extra money on software we thought was great. Well, stop that. Let's do that. Oh, I'm just messing all kinds of stuff up, aren't I? There we go. Now we have kind of a extra template in here. And of course, using Elementor, we can go in and we can put all kinds of stuff in. You've got icons you can put in here, spacers. Now, of course, I have all the pro features because, again, I went ahead and upgraded to pro. But it's been worth it for me for every penny. Now, the other thing I will tell you is at the bottom of this video, you're going to see, I will put a link into this page so you can go in and take a look at it, see exactly what it looks like. I'm also going to give you a link to Elementor where you can get a free trial and kind of check everything out, get the free version, play with that. If you don't have a website yet, that's kind of step one to affiliate marketing. So I'm also going to put a link in here to HostGator, who is my preferred hosting solution. They are phenomenal. I own 4 websites. 3 of them are hosted on HostGator. One is not, because I bought into a garbage piece of software called Profit Host. You'll see that review up here. If you really want to go see that, it's pretty hilarious to go watch that and see how terrible that program is. But other than that, there's a lot of things that we can put in here. testimony carousels, media carousels. So you can make this page as dazzling as you want. If you really want to go in here and say, let's drop this countdown in here, and we're going to say, but this is a limited time offer. So sign up below before the countdown expires to get your free ebook. Now, we're going to go back to this, and we are going to put in a date. Let's put in a date of, let's put a week in here, okay? And we're going to put 11:59 p.m. I always like it to end at midnight. It just looks really good. So now, what we can do, actions after expire, hide it. So now this says we've got 7 days and 5 hours to log in here and sign up for our newsletter. Or you've got, an evergreen timer. Now this is an interesting option, because what it means is that we can just always put in a 24-hour timer, which will allow you to have that urgency constantly. So anytime someone comes on this page, it's going to say they have an hour left to get this free ebook, which is definitely an underhanded marketing trick. I prefer not to use that. I have fallen for this trick, and that's why I prefer not to use it, but I want you to know that it's an option. It's an option there through Elementor Pro if you want it. I'm going to take this back to due date, and we're going to take it back to that 7 days. So now that I'm going to go look through all this, I just want to take another look at it, make sure everything looks good. I dig it. I like the way this landing page looks. I do need to update here, just update some information about myself. And I may put a couple more things in as far as, how I'm helping them solve problems and what the issue is. And that's always a great thing to have on your landing page. But this is good enough for now. I'm going to click publish. And that's that. So we can click this have a look button. It's going to open in a new window, and it's going to show us the page that we just created. So here's our new landing page. So in a couple of short minutes, we've created a landing page to drive people onto our email list. Now, as I'm looking at this, one thing that I want to do, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to grab this section, and I'm actually going to move it up. So we're just going to go right up to the top here. I am going to put it right above this section. So the About Me, I'm going to move the About Me down, and I'm going to put our call to action right underneath our countdown. So let's update that. And once this updates, we'll go in and we'll go to the preview for it. Now, the reason I have done that is because now when somebody is on this page and they scroll down just a little, it's going to say get in the know, blurb that we put in, how many days and hours they have left, which, come on now. Get on the list, you don't miss out, and get your free ebook. Download free ebook. So now our call to action is right after our section that is creating that urgency. If somebody wants more information, they can scroll down just a little and they'll see kind of our About Me section, and we talk a little bit about what's going on. But again, this is updated. This is done. So to do this, what do you need? Elementor, Basic or Pro. Find a template you like, drop it in, edit it, and put your email response system in place. So however you are collecting email addresses and putting them in, whatever the program is, the software is that you're using, you'll want that in there. For me, that's GetResponse. Of course, there is a fee for GetResponse. I'm going to give you a link down below, though, that's going to give you a trial for GetResponse. You can give it a shot for 30 days, and that will allow you to play around with the software, play around with the email list, and see how many people you can get on there in that first 30 days. Now, the reason I use GetResponse for this, just so that you have a heads up, is because it scales. So if you have less than 1,000 people on your email list, it's like $15 a month. As we've talked about before, and as you've seen on my site, if you've been there, affiliate marketing is something that you really can't do for free. There's some software that will allow you to, quote unquote, email software that you can get for like a one-time fee. I own that software. It sucks. It's really difficult to use. It doesn't integrate with anything, and it's a really manual process. Now, if you don't mind that, you do have options out there that are cheaper than, say, $15 a month. But if we can get an email list that makes $150 a year, your email marketing is paid for. Will you be able to do that in 6 or 12 months? Yeah, you can. It's doable. It just takes time, and it just takes effort. But that's it for today. Here's a tutorial for you from B Reviews. We do reviews, we do tutorials. We're going to try and help you get your business up and running in the affiliate marketing space. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I will keep an eye on those, and I will respond as they come up. And if not, I hope to see you soon. Cruise on over. Sign up for my email list so you know when we're putting out new reviews, new tutorials, or something interesting is happening in our world. I appreciate you guys. Once again, it's B Reviews. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks.